What up, family? Welcome back to Withdrawal YouTube channel again, and you know how we always do it. So today I'm going to be telling you guys how I was able to secure a 4-figure payout using just this setup, as simple as that. And that was my first payout for the year 2026 with this simple sell setup here and this buy setup. That was how I was able to secure a 4-figure payout for my 100k FTMO account. No long story, no hype, no shortcut, just retrading, real result. So as you can see, this is SAUUSD, and that is the only pair I trade in my community. So if you want to be part of all this kind of trade whereby we get to cash tops and bottom, all you just need to do is join the Telegram channel. With this first setup here, which gave me 5%, right? This particular setup, I was able to use it to secure some good profit for myself on my challenge phase. Why I broke even, and then it came back to take me out on my live account, right? Then this other one here that you see, which gave us about 5%, I was literally risking, I was not even risking up to 1% on that live account, just risking about 0.5 to 0.5 about, and this was what gave me that 4-figure payout, which is about $2,800, right? And that was a very good one for the year, starting up the year. These are just simple ways you can actually use in making cool money for yourself. You don't need to complicate things. All you need to do is just get a proprietary firm, be in a community whereby they can give you good quality setup, or possibly get out to trade the market for yourself. And as simple as that, following basic steps, you should be able to make money for yourself. We're not going to be doing much here. I'm just here to show you guys. I'm putting the proper account here on the screen so that you also can see how I was able to do it. And we've done this thing in the past, which is like last year, multiple payout, about 3 payout there about. I'll probably be sharing that with you in some of our videos too, so you get to know that. So as simple as that, you can just be able to get good money for yourself. You don't need to, if you don't have any your personal capital, what I would recommend for you is get a proprietary firm. As low as $5,000 per firm, $10,000 per firm, with just simple rules of you being able to just stay consistent, following your plan, just knowing the right setup to trade. Trust me, you are good to go. The funniest part is I was not even trading all through that December. I literally just traded let me say twice or thereabout in December, and then this first trade was our January trade. This was the first trade I took in January, and this was the second trade I took in January, and that was what gave me that simple payout. You don't need to complicate things. Stuff like this, I do share them with my community always, right? And also today, I will be having a session with them whereby I'll be giving them the chart breakdown of what is happening here on the market. Currently, you can see that the price is just maintaining bullish strength. I'm not going to be jumping into the market casually because I just want to trade. No, I just want to look for my setup, and then that is the only thing I'm looking at for. So I'll be putting them on the live call today, so as to explaining what the market is doing, and for let nobody jump into trade randomly because they want to make money. It's either you are making money or it's a long story. So if you want to be making money, you want to make sure that you know exactly what you are doing, so that you don't start panicking when you are in a trade. So I'm going to cash you inside. Let me finish up with the call, and then we'll get back again. This was today. Now this is the candle for the day, right? This very candle we are seeing here is today's price delivery, right? This one you're seeing is this price delivery, and this was on Friday, on Thursday, Tuesday, right? So I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I was able to get those two trades that helped me pass my other challenge account, and then the one that gave me the payout as well too. So it's something simple. You don't need to complicate it. The funniest part is if you know how to trade, trust me, you're going to have access to funds. The first thing is first is you knowing how to trade. The most important thing is just understanding the market, knowing how to manage your risk, and then trading made easy, right? So for the first trade, what I did was, you can clearly see, and this was the first trade I took in the year 2026, right? So this was what happened. When I was looking at the price action, right, I was literally seeing the market moving. It was on M30. I was looking at M30. I was seeing that price was actually moving to the upside, creating series of higher highs and higher lows, as you can see from the chart. So when the market moved, let me start from here. Made an impulsive move, broke this high, and then pulled back, and then kept giving us a continuation highs and low. So I was like, okay, if the market is showing this bullish configuration, then what would I do? And already we have a high at this other side, at the left side, we have a high here. So looking at where the price was moving, I felt that okay, price was going to just continue to take out this and then create a new higher highs. So all I was just looking at for was like, okay, Now we had price making this move, and looking at it, I felt that okay, maybe price might actually want to retrace back to the downside, which is possibly coming back to all these points here. You can see there's an inefficiency in all this area, right? Before price start pushing up. So I was actually looking for a way to catch the sell and then get in for a ride to the downside before a further continuation to the upside. So what I literally did was, when the market, I looked at it that okay, the market was actually having that correction move to the upside. Instead of giving a positive move, it was just correcting to the other, to sideways. And then what happened there is price literally came out of this trend, right? Got out of the trend, and then the next thing, price retested this trend line. Right, I'm not a very keen fan of trading trend line break and stuff like that, but because I just needed to get into the market, I was like, okay, let me employ my knowledge, the knowledge I have in the past, into the market to see what we can possibly do. So the market retested the trend line and then gave. So I was just like, okay, now that price has actually taken out this particular low here, we had a break of structure here, had a break of structure at this point here. Had a break of structure at this point, and just so how my battery is low, but we'll make it fast. So had a break of structure here, and then we had another break here. Price actually took out this low. So all I was just looking at for like, okay, price actually broke out of the trend line, retested, and then gave us this break of structure, and also took out this low in a way, just like a sweep. So I was like, okay, then it means that this market will want to continue to the downside. Possibly price might just want to pull back up and then continue. Now it's a two-way thing. It's either you're going to be employing your Fibonacci to start selling from the premium side of this particular range, from this high to this low, or the next thing is just to pay attention to candlestick. So what I did was, I saw that price was reacting off this supply region here. As it was reacting off this supply region, I dived down to the lower time frame to use my candlestick confirmation to see what was happening. If you're very key with candlestick confirmation, you get into understanding what the market was doing here. So I just simply looked into price delivery, and then I saw that okay, the market was rejecting from this particular supply region, and then all I just need to do was just jump in and then putting my stop loss right above this high, because I found out that okay, this area was what was responsible for the break of this low here, right? So it means that these guys here, this supply region you will see, is actually a very strong region. So that was why I actually entered from here, put my stop loss above the range, right? And then I was targeting what? The downside. I was literally even targeting beneath there. I was trying to look in for price selling here. But then when the market was actually dumping, after the break of this particular low here, this first low, which where the correction started from, which is like the pullback, I was like, okay, let's see what will happen next. The market kept on going, and at this particular low here, this current low, I just told my students to take out their profit. They took out the profit. I also, for myself, I took out my profit as well too. And then the next thing I possibly just did was just break even on my life account. So I was having a 100k life account I was managing for a client, right? You could actually, if you're following me actively on Instagram, you see when I post the result, the outcome, and the conversation between myself and the client who I'm actually managing that account for, right? So I just had to break even on that particular account, hoping that price might eventually go beneath that, right? And then on my other challenge account, I'm also managing for a client too. What I just did was I just closed out of it, because that could actually compound for me reaching my target easily. So now the next thing I just did was I woke up and then I break even, and then the market came back and took me out on that break from my life account. I was not worried, because what I wanted doing was just maximizing profit, but it just happened that way. So fast forward to the next day, all I just did was I saw the market went back, and then after taking me out of break even, it came back down and still kept on pushing to my region of target. So after that, I saw that okay, the market was respecting this region here, this region here, this zone here. We had a zone there. There was a zone around this point here. So as the market was respecting this zone, and then I paid attention to the candlestick pattern, all I was like, okay, I felt that since the market is a bullish market, I don't think the market will want to do a further push to the downside. All I was just like, okay, good. Since there was a rejection here, all I need to do is just enter from this point, and then put my stop loss at this protected low, and let's see what will happen. And my major target, first of all, was this high here, but because of Friday night, that day was on Friday. And then, obviously on proprietary firm, you can't hold some of your trade over the weekend. There are swing accounts too, which you can do that, but on the standard account, you can't over the weekend. So I had to put here this high here for the target for my students, the VIPs, and then the free Telegram channel for them to go to secure profit for themselves, which gave me the payout I actually banked. So I was seeing that price was rejecting from it, because from this particular low there was a sweep, price went back and still came back to break, and then on getting to this particular region too, I saw that the market was rejecting, and then what I just did was waiting for candlestick confirmation. So when I saw this bullish engulfing candle here, this very bullish engulfing candle, what I did was to wait and see that if price will come back again. So when the price came back to this particular week again, which is like more of a confirmation for me. These are things I share with my inner students and then those who really understand candlestick patterns and structure properly. So I felt that, okay, good, since we have an engulfing candle here with the rejection from this zone here, all I need to do is just end my trade here, and then we're good to go. So when the market came back here, I just entered and put my stop loss beneath the low, which is like a protected point as well too. So, and then targeting this high, and then the overall, which is the all-time highs, as you can see, right, which is this all-time highs that we're having here. This all-time highs that you're having here. So, but what I did was just take my profit from here and close out of my trade, because I don't want to hold the trade over the weekend and just be able to secure that payout for myself. And that was how I was able to get a 4-figure payout, which is about $3,500 thereabout, and the profit split that was given to us was $2,800, and that was what myself and my investors actually shared. So you can literally make money for yourself if you know how to trade and know how to spot good opportunities for yourself. You don't need to have money to know how to trade. You just learn the skill, right? What I mean don't have money is that you might not have money to purchase a bigger account, or you might not have decent capital for you to be able to fund your account. But if you are good, if you've actually embraced knowledge for yourself or pay for mentorship, and then you know how to trade, basically you can put out yourself out there, and then people will want to invest in you, because sometimes your parents or your family people might not even trust you as much as others we do. So, but the most important thing is they want to see your work. And when they see your work, as simple as that, they can decide to invest in you. And when they invest in you and they see the result as good, trust me, they keep investing in you, and you that is how you scale. And that is how I've been doing it. Not like I was giving any money to trade by my family or any close friend. This is someone I don't even know from anywhere before. So that is how it is. So all you just want to do is what? Making sure that you know how to trade, and then as simple as that. So that was how I was able to get this particular trade, and we close that payout as simple as that. So I'll be dropping more of this kind of videos often and diving deep into what structures and entry model, because I can't do everything here, and most of those entry models what I share with my inner student. So you want to make sure that what you like this video and you're subscribing, making sure that you also share to your friends, so that it will encourage me to do more for you guys and share with you guys deep secrets that what help every one of us make money from the market. Trust me, this is 2026 and we want to making sure that what we're making money for ourselves. I love you all. Stay active, stay blessed with the Telegram channel, and then we get more of this. Peace. So guys, the link to the Telegram channel will be in the description. All you just need to do, click the link in the description and then be part of us. I'll see you inside.